cigar review on the cigar channel. After a while of not coming onto this channel, I am back to do a review of this Baccarat. This is the highest sold brand, Baccarat. One of the highest sold brands. This cigar smells great, like nice hay and manure and chocolate. Chocolate, hay, manure, barnyard. Like that lovely smell that they get. And yeah, I'm now tempted to put this camera on because someone saw me the other day when I was out somewhere and mentioned my channel to me. So yeah, if you watch, well, shout out to you. It's not every day when someone comes up to me though and tells me that they watched my channel. But anyways, yes, Baccarat is one of the highest selling cigar name brands. And I was shocked when I heard that. But wow, these cigars smell very good. I haven't really had this. I haven't had this one ever. I had another Baccarat one that was like $2.99 I bought. And this one was just $3.99. This one was just $3.99 right here. And these go for like $6.99. I'm wondering why the price was so cheap. An area like this. Hey, I'll take it though. There was a little liquor store in Tampa, kind of in the hood, but they happen to have a humidor. The guy working there had a Lakers hat on. It's like in the North Florida Ave vicinity. But yeah, this right here, I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna light it up. Um, Let me see here. Like old times, I'm gonna try to do cigar review. I don't really have a lighter, so I have a Bic, like a grill butane lighter. I have that. I don't have much right now because I had a lighter that good. Yeah, pretty good. Uh, I saved these for pipe tobacco. That's what I smoke. Okay, the pre-light draw. That's why I want to do a review of this one because this is a high selling. I haven't done too many reviews of it. Tastes wonderful. The pre-light draw tastes great. It's a little bit. It's a sweet tip, but it's a premium cigar with the sweet tip. That's what it is. A regular cigar like anything else, but the sweet tip and the sweetness make it smell more pleasant. That's why these sell a lot. I could tell you that right now. That's the reason. This is like a sweet potato infusion into a chocolate hay barnyard and manure kind of feel to it. This is why they sell a lot. Yes, now I see. So I'm gonna get light, and this is all I got right now for a lighter. I'm out of matches, so I'm gonna try to light this here with this. This one has a perfect flame too. The other one crapped out on me. I had two of these. I got them at a yard sale in South Carolina. I still held on to them. One of them crapped out. This one is still alive right here. And it has a nice flame to it. Wow, it's a nice flame. That's why I liked that I kept this one and the other one went. The other one kind of had a little bit of a stronger flame to it. Yes, these are butane lighters. Those who might think they're not. Huh. Alrighty. Here we go. Alright. So, right here, so far, the sweetness isn't even noticeable now that I lit it. Got the sweet tip, paste sweet, a little if you lick the tip. But when you draw on it, it's a nice sweet flavor, but it tastes like a regular cigar, a regular smooth smoking type of cigar. And I expect it to get better as it goes. The Baccarat, the most sold cigar, the choice of a lot of people. And now I'm starting to think it isn't just women who buy these. I think men buy them too. But I think I heard a lot more women buy them. I'm not positive. Because when you light it up, it smokes like a regular medium-bodied stick. It's not too mild, and it's not all sweet. The tip is a little bit, but it kind of dissipates as you smoke it a little bit. But yet it's still there too. It's weird. Mm. Very pleasant. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Very nice. Nice even burn right there. You see that? It's burning very nice and even right there. Off the Bic lighter. A grill lighter with butane. Didn't wreck the cigar. That's actually a good frequency right there. That flame on that one. I actually like that. It's getting me through while I don't have anything right now. I even used up all my matches. Huh. The other lighter I have broke. But I didn't want to buy those super cheap ones on eBay either. Huh. All right. Tasting the flavors very nicely. It's like a chocolatey sweetness, slight sweet potato in here. A little bit of coffee notes, sweet raisin, a little chocolatey, got a nice profile to it. Yeah, I see why people buy these premium tobacco, for damn sure. These very good. I just shaved that too. Back. Look, I can record from my own notes now. Oh, the heat's going a little up right over here, so the heat index temperature is higher right in here. It's getting up a little in here, but that's the sweetness of it. Kind of traveling up this early into the cigar, so I'll give it a little rest, and that a little rest right there. The heat goes up a little too high into it. Iced coffee right out of my place right here. I don't go to no coffee shops. So there. Make my own coffee. So made a nice catfish stew yesterday. Tasted good. Cause a little cup of it when I was in South Carolina, anyone watching, a little cup, a little container of this catfish stew went for $4.99. I'm like, I could make this at home for a lot cheaper. I could get a lot more of it too. I mean, catfish isn't grouper, you know what I'm saying? But there, they value that shit. They make catfish stew, they give you a little bit for $4.99. You know what I mean? Catfish is good, but it's not supposed to be as much as group. I mean, I prefer catfish to tilapia. Tilapia is the worst fish I've ever had. Tilapia is gross. I don't like it. I don't like tilapia. I will eat canned crab meat. I will eat canned little shrimps before I eat tilapia. I'll tell you, at least with those, you can kind of make things flavorful with that stuff. But something about tilapia, I just don't like it. I mean, you might as well just get sardines. You might as well just get sardines, for Christ's sakes, for all this buzz about tilapia. I mean, really. Hell, even get bassa, for Christ's sakes. Some of the Middle Eastern restaurants serve bassa with rice. Actually, that was a $6.99 lunch special, bassa and Middle Eastern rice. Somewhere. Very good. Very good cigar right here. Very nice. Now I taste the sweetness better that I rested it a little bit, and the nice flavors I tasted a little better. These can get hot, but it's not ruining the wrapper any. That's the good news. The wrapper's good. The heat traveling up it fast is not hurting it. It's not hurting the appearance. It's not hurting the flavor really. As long as you slow something like this down. I'm finding this is pretty special smoke, this cigar. I've never had a Baccarat, really. I never had this label. I still haven't tried the natural one. This is the first one I got because it looked the best. I mean, Christ, $3.99 for this in a state where rising costs are happening, and that you can still get this for something like that for $3.99 if you go into the odd place here and there. That's pretty friggin' good. I mean, I'll pay a little more if I'm getting something like this. I usually go to a place, I get $1.99 cigars on discount. They're actually pretty damn good. But if I see these types or other odd brands or whatever, I have to pay a little more for them, I'll do it. You know? It's like, hey, Very decent. Taste is very good. It performs. This cigar's performing like a champ. It says imported. It's the game. I am the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about control, and then you can take it. Heavy debt, no way you can pay me. I am the game. I am to lose. The game, Triple H grew up not far from where I grew up. Neither did Adam Sandler. Neither did, trying to think, Rob Zombie. He's right from probably 40 minutes from where I grew up. Rob Zombie is from there. Rob Zombie. Yep. It's kind of like where I grew up. It's kind of like comparing Akron, Ohio to Cleveland. Lowell to Boston. It's kind of like Akron to Cleveland in some weird way. I would say Lowell's the Akron of Massachusetts. Very possible. I also wanted to be in the NBA when I was young too. I wanted to be one of the first people to make it from my area. I actually played for a team in Lowell, kind of to get started. So I was looking to play serious ball, but I started off at the lower levels first. It's where my mind was at, you know. That's what I wanted to do when I was like 14, 15. The hell? Maybe the whole LeBron James idea was mine too. Holy shit, because where I grew up was just as far to Boston as LeBron was to Cleveland. And I wanted to be that kind of a player. I watched Larry Bird growing up. I I watched a lot of them. I even rooted. I rooted against Michael. So I ended up rooting for the Pacers all the way against the Bulls, actually. But things with the air. I've been in Tampa for a bit. Yeah, this city's become a total shithole. Everywhere I go, God. People talk about certain cities in America. Maybe to name a few, Indianapolis, maybe Chicago, which exceptionally was bad for a while. But they also have people who live there that say they like it too, like anything else. Uh, you hear about all these cities on the news, okay? But Tampa's got so many petty crimes, that are very bad when they all add up. You go to parts of town like they even have a part of town called Town and Country. They call it Town and Compton, actually. So it's like they don't get media coverage for the bad places here because Florida's a red state, so they tend to block it out. Honestly, um, and I also had many of those ideas before they became cool too. the alt-right starts coming out, then Pepe the Frog comes out. But if you were a right-winger in the George Bush times, or W, I should say, it wasn't edgy, really, to be a right-winger back then. You know, especially if you were in a Democrat state, nobody was going to do that. Nobody. In fact, those same Democrats followed Trump when he became Republican. I forget to mention it. I don't know. It's just like I don't like to talk politics, but I am lately because of everything I'm seeing around here. It's Florida's a hectic environment right now. All these people from the West Coast are coming here and bringing their ideals and making it crowded beyond belief. No one can even breathe anymore out here. Christ. God. But enough of that. Cigar time. I should be talking about the cigar. Anyways. Staying lit through my talking. It's staying lit. Sometimes you talk to people, your cigar goes out. This hasn't gone out. It hasn't gone out. Maybe just slight unevenness, not much. And that's going to correct itself, too. I know it's going to. Here we go. Smoking nice. You think this is a log bill? It's just smoking very good. I think it doesn't say log bill, but it feels like it. You could make these log bill. Maybe. I don't know. Usually say log bill. But this definitely feels like one. It isn't a Cuban sandwich, I'll tell you that. This is not a Cuban sandwich cigar. I will definitely say that much. But never have I seen a time where you could go to a grocery store, depending on where you go, and get into a fight with someone just because you moved up maybe a little bit too soon. Then someone threatens to get their boyfriend to beat you up. Maybe I'm having a yelling match with this person. They can't handle it. So, that's the kind of shit I've been running into. Just going to the fucking grocery store is a chore now. So the only places I can go to relax is cigar bars. That's it. That's it. You can't go really to any trails where no one's gonna be. You're probably gonna drive out to Parish or something to get that. It's like nothing around. Because I know south of here a little bit better. I haven't really traveled to Pasco very much. I really don't have much of a reason to. I pretty much know some of the areas that were full of relaxation around here, but they're usually south. If you drive a bit. You can't go to any trails anymore, really. Not too often. There's a few hideouts in the city here, but most times you're just doing your errands and you just kind of going back, and then where you stay is off a crowded, busy road. And it is like the receder of the 80s. Like when Daniel was there and he potentially has to fight 3 people because they got to bring a posse if they don't, you know what I'm saying? But that's not, you know what I'm saying. It's kind of on that idea, I guess you could say. Maybe not 100%, but it's kind of. I also picture, I don't know, maybe Little Shop of Horrors a little bit, like Skid Row, kind of like that. I get those Skid Row vibes in parts of this place too. The alternate 1985 and Back to the Future. And I'm even talking to the cigar audience here, too, who are going to watch this. I'm talking to them. Kind of like that reality, this can't be happening. And then this other voice is like, well, I'm afraid it is happening. Yeah, we're in the Reagan, California right now. In the DeSantis, Florida is the Reagan, California. He gets more in power. There's going to be a punk rock revolution again. I'm telling you. The 80s are going to relive itself. I'm telling you, it's going to change. It's going to be, people are just going to be sick of all this lockdown shit. Even the liberals. They're just going to be sick of it eventually. And then people are going to be going above and beyond to literally try to change shit here in this fight. In this fight that we call humanity. I feel like Jesus Christ standing up to all these people sometimes. I really do. And I'm crucified. People are going to get their posse if they can't handle me. It seems like, and I'm a trans person. I don't even like to fight. I don't even fucking like to fight. I don't. I try to avoid it. But it's right in front of me, and if it's unavoidable, then you have to at that fucking point. You know? But nah, running up on the street to people just ain't my game. If I see someone walking, I don't walk up to them. You never know if people have syphilis, if they have AIDS. You never know if they got a criminal record, even if they don't got AIDS or syphilis. There's reasons I don't walk up to people and talk to them around here. I don't just walk up to people. They got nothing I want either. Maybe if they look a little better, they look like they take care of themselves, I'll have a conversation with them. But most people do not. Okay? I don't walk up to most people around. When they roll up on me in some way, then I really focus in on it. But I don't walk up to people. You know what I mean? I don't. I was always told to mind your own business and keep to yourself where I came from. That's what I was taught. But yeah, apparently people out here are taught to walk up on people and roll up on them with the sign in traffic, or if they're hustling on the street. It just wasn't really a thing when I was growing up. It wasn't a thing. Maybe you found a needle at the lake. Something like that where I grew up. People did shoot up. There was a drug problem near one of the lakes. Called Macozy Beach, they called it. In Nuttingsley. Now I was up north, and I was afraid of snakes, even up there. I wasn't even in Florida. I thought a snake was going to bite me when I was a kid, but I would swim in that beach. That's what they call a beach there. They called one lake a beach in Massachusetts. Imagine that. And that's a state with ocean, but when you weren't near the ocean, they actually called a lake a beach. As if you were in the Midwest or something. And I was afraid of the snakes that were possibly in there because they were murky. It felt comfortable when it was a hot day to feel the cold, the coolness under the mushy, swampish. It felt nice temperature-wise, but I was afraid a snake was going to get me too at the same time. And where I grew up, they called it the Kentucky of the Boston area. The towns around Lowell, like one of them was considered like the Kentucky of the Boston area, actually. It was like the butt of all jokes on the radio station if you came from there. Um, Now this is burning pretty even. I think this cigar's burning quite even, nicely constructed. A little uneven, but it's good. It's still good. I don't think it needs any real fixing. I think it's gonna fix itself. Just gotta ash it. I like to grow an ash on these to see how far they're gonna go. It makes me judge the level of the roll sometimes on it. I can get a pretty decent ash on one of these. The flavors are very. Oh, it's up. That's perfect. Great. Now I can blow it out. This is what I do. I was actually taught to do this by somebody in California. Someone told me, "Hey, just blow it out. You don't even need an old guy." He's just like, "Oh, blow it out. You don't even need to touch it up. Just blow it out." You have the lobster screams. That's a nice room note. Nice room note. At the very least, if I keep my door shut, maybe the room note will be better than some of the other ones. Let's see. It's morning now. I'm just trying to start my day with this. I'm gonna eat some cereal. I woke up about a couple hours ago, 4 something in the morning. When I go to bed early, I wake up early. It's just freaking went to bed, took a nosedive. I guess between doing things and hearing noise, you get exhausted. You think, God, police were here earlier. The fire, someone got taken out in an ambulance. I don't know what the hell happened. Uh, yeah, earlier this week, someone noticed me at a cigar bar I go to every now and then. So they've watched my channel. So I guess I got prompted kind of to turn this camera back on and see if I could do a few cigar reviews possibly, or just smoke and describe a cigar, even if it doesn't have a label to it, just kind of do my own thing. This is a Baccarat right here, and all right. I don't even care that there's no one in the chat, honestly. I'm kind of just taking notes. This is what I like to do on this channel. I like to just take notes of my smokes. That's really it. And see that corrected itself. Oh, who knows? That might be the one. Do I like country living? Maybe. Maybe I'll go somewhere quieter with everything getting the way it is. No idea. Look at that. It's corrected itself. Plus, this helps preserve it too. And the tip's not too wet, you know. I like to keep a dry smoke if I can. If you blow out, it kind of dries it a little more. It doesn't really increase the moisture that much. Now it's evened out, just about. Taste is still very good. The sweetness, you taste the tip, but it doesn't taste like a sweet. Doesn't taste like an El Producto by any means. I'll tell you that. It's not that level of sweetness, or no, it's not even like an acid. No, it's more of a real regular cigar with less sweetness than the acid, yet it isn't in different ways. It's sweet in a good way, but it's very sweet in a good way. But it's not as overbearing as an acid by Drew Estates or anything like that. It really isn't. It's better than that by a good deal. All right, so man, took care of it. So see that? Didn't have to light it again. Best sold cigar, highest amount sold, I guess. Baccarat has a very good rating amongst people. No, I think I heard mostly women again, but I'm not sure. I think like pretty much everybody, I would imagine. Lots of smooth smoke. Okay. All right. Get a little more damp. Alright. So, gotta open up this drawer a little bit. So I'm gonna cut this one more time. Gotta open up this drawer a bit. A little bit here. Take a little tiny sliver off the top right there. Perfect. Good. Right there. Open it up a little bit more. Baby. Yeah. That's what went down here for the moistness. That little dark hole in the middle there. But mm, mm. Drawers opened up nicer now. Drawers automatically opened up nicer. That actually happened with this one. Sometimes it doesn't work depending on the smoke, but this one it did. Now the drawers opened up a little nicer now. Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna rest it though, because with the sweet tip or sweetness throughout here, could get hot if you draw it on it too much. Notice with some Maduros that were more higher end, that actually happened. You know, sometimes it would taste very good, but the heat would go up into the smoke. When it's not even at the shrinkage, I should say, where a cigar usually gets hot, like at a nub or something. If it gets hotter throughout when you have more to go, quite a bit more to go, then that's a cue right there usually. So I gotta put that down for a little bit, where I just cut a little piece off and open up the drawer. So, anyways, yeah. Um, but the nice same flavors are still throughout. Nothing's really changed. It's pretty much the same flavor profile that I described throughout. Um, Cedar, popsicle six, sweet potato, chocolate, coffee. Really, that's really the profile of it right about now. Tastes good. This is the best sweet tip cigar I think I've ever had. This one. I'd have to say, I'd have to try their natural too at some point. Well, this is the best sweet tip cigar that I believe that I've had. Because the flavors are just like a regular cigar, really. That hint of sweetness in it. It's like if you were to get a Davidoff Maduro, but it had a sweet tip or something. Just picture that. You know? Picture that. I mean, this is the highest sold cigar for a reason. Even though not every cigar connoisseur goes to this, it is definitely appealing to a certain crowd. I will most definitely tell you that. It has a following. It's more popular than Drew Estate's Acid, for sure. That's how it's going now. Take a look at this right here. Look at that smoke output right there. Look at that. Look at that smoke output. Yeah, I'll put it over here. It's going well right there. It's going pretty good right there. So, um, huh. Alrighty. Alright. Very good. Very good. Could eat some cereal. When I get done with some cereal, I gotta eat up. It's a before breakfast smoke that I'm having. Then I eat and then I get hungry if I smoke. I'd rather just smoke before I eat. If I can. Depending on circumstances. So, had this cigar the other day called the Bone Crusher. It's like $6 and change or something. It's called the Bone Crusher. Thought it was a decent stick. Strong, yet it wasn't in some areas, but it was. This is a good medium bodied right now. It's not mild, it's medium. It's about a medium, maybe. Medium strength. Overall medium bodied, too. Going up in the, you know. Got my big red hat up in the corner there. Look at that. Smoke output's good. Very good on here now. Trying to settle in on it a bit better. Um, I'm gonna go somewhere later today. I don't know. I will more than likely be going somewhere. Maybe see some last sights. I don't know. Before gearing up to move on from this place, total. Pack everything up. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bat room note. And the level of smoke going up into the ceiling here. Yeah, that's good. Trying to live in luxury for my circumstances. This is as far as I can go. Anyway, yeah. So, got a silvery ash right here, I'm noticing. This city's a hellhole. Now that I'm looking around and everything, the city's a fucking hellhole. Most of it, unless you're in the rich parts, it's a hellhole throughout here. Very, very great smoke output right now. It's very great smoke output right now. It's even it out. It's even it out. It's going to be an even smoke by the time I'm done with this. Even if there's some imperfections, they correct themselves. I see why this is a popular pick. I would not grab it every time, but I could definitely see why it's a popular pick. I am going to get the natural. This one was more for the money. Same price for this one? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. And it's a for this one? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. And it's a Maduro. Yeah, Maduro. Yeah, I'll take it. For sure. Grab my eye first, anyway. Grab my eye first, anyway. So, I gotta go back to that place and get the naturals, maybe. Maybe one other. Very competitive prices. I was amazed. Very competitive prices. Looking like Tobacco Depot territory. Just about. What I'll do, I'll get lower price cigars and I'll smoke them here. And then when I go out, I'll pay a little bit more. Yeah. It's typically my method. Some of these real good ones for 40% off. These $10 sticks end up being 6 and change. So yeah. One thing I will never complain about in Tampa is the cigar scene. It is the top of the line in the United States. Plenty of places to go. Even in St. Pete, there's really not much of a shortage there either. For hangout spots, there's more of them out here, but there's still, they hold their own over there too. I mean, they have Blanco cigars over there. I mean, they have a few, you know. They have, we have a place called Holy Smoke I used to go to in Palm Harbor. Oh shit, I didn't go to the cigar cave yet. Holy shit, I might have to make a trip there before I go. I don't know if I'm going to fit that in. Cigar cave in Palm Harbor. Both of the two places I used to go, Cigar Cave and Holy Smoke, when I lived over there. Toward that North Pinellas, Mid Pinellas area. You get those places on Clearwater Beach, someplace over there, they're expensive as hell, though. How about making a trip to any of those ones? Really no need. Debating whether I want to take a trip there or maybe drive to Bradenton again or something. That old DeSoto Mall closed over there. I think they're totally closed. They built a police station around that thing too. I remember that. When they did that. I'm very familiar with this area. It's just I remember a while back I went to this place in downtown Sarasota called Smokin' Joe's. I went there 5 years ago, I remember. I got a scotch with a Pancheria Caroya. It ended up being $12 or something like that. Hubs where I go now, people get a scotch or something, or some kind of bourbon. They get like $15 a shot or something. So things like that have gone up ridiculously. I used to get them for $5. A little glass of Dewar's or something for $5. That's probably $9 right now. At most places. Someone showed me a few quiet spots to go down there when I was last living there years ago, though. But I don't know if everyone discovered it or not, though. I mean, there's this place called Turtle Beach or something like that. I went to this quiet beach. kind of near Siesta Key and stuff. Shit, I gotta remove the end. It's getting a little close here. Let's take a look here. Last time I went to Bradenton Beach, I couldn't get a friggin' parking spot over there. That backs up over there too by 64 and all that. God. You come to Florida to retire. Well, that's the traditional view. Or if you have enough to live for a while, then you get out. If things are going low, whatever. It was a break, but it's going to be back to the real world soon. For me, that'll be like my new retirement. Going back to the real world. Working again. Whatever. Trying to get somewhere affordable. That's where I'm at right now. So I guess stay tuned is all I can say. Long smoke. It's lasted a while. This is going to be probably an hour and 15. I gotta stand up. God, sitting here is making me stiff. Jeez. Man. Probably get a shower or something. Probably go to a buffet later. There's this place I've been dying to try. Gotta drive a little bit to get there. I'll drive for the food if it's good. I'll drive for the food. I really will. If I find somewhere good or potentially good, even to get a pizza or something, I'll drive. One place I might get a cheese pizza. It's like under $10 on Tuesday or something for a cheese pizza. Might even be 16 inches too. That's a good size for that price. I'll tell you if that's the case. I found a $5 pizza at a Chinese restaurant a little up the road from me. $5 for a cheese pizza. And the toppings, the sauce of the cheese was quite good on it. And the rest of the menu had Chinese food on it. And it was a good pizza. It just wasn't as brown on the bottom. But hey, $5 for something like that, it was still very edible. I'll definitely say that much. I don't think the Chinese make a bad pizza. I really don't sometimes. I even tried a slice of pizza at a Chinese buffet. It wasn't that bad. And I tried macaroni and cheese on one of the plates. China buffet. Wasn't that bad. But I didn't want to eat a lot of it because, well, it was all Chinese food. I wanted Chinese food. But I tried it on the buffet. And then I had it with macaroni and cheese. I tried Chinese macaroni and cheese, It wasn't bad, not as good as a soul food place, but it certainly wasn't bad either. I'll say that. Maybe it didn't have as much salt in it, maybe something, but it was still pretty good. I mean, I think better than the one down where I'm at, where they sell home cooked food. Something like that. I'm gonna have to go out of my neighborhood to get a good home cooked buffet. So I might do that today. I don't know, later. Eat a little cereal, and then after this, get a shower. Then start the day, do a few things. I'm getting ready to go. Just about, I'm preparing. Even if it's not going to be right away, I'm preparing. Getting in that mode. I don't expect it to be that long. I'll say that. I'll estimate if I want another week here after this, 2 more nights. 2 nights versus a week extra. I'm debating that right now. I'm debating it, actually. When you leave a place like this, there aren't going to be none. So I want to make it count. Right. Someone keeps spam. It's spam. No. Colored ash. Test the ash. See if it's ready to go. See it. No. Still pretty hard. Still pretty hard. Yeah. Now it went. Like if you have to relight it, it's perfect levels to do it. Great about me, I hate going to those. I don't trust putting it in the wash. Stuff this vent off. Shut it off. I don't want too much air getting in here. Getting light outside. Right about now. Getting light out. Just like when Daniel moved to Reseda. Look at those palm trees. Damn, do you know what that means? Yeah, watch out for fallen coconuts. Kind of reminds me of that so much. Like Reseda around here. I also live in Southern California. Funny thing is, I'd probably look at Reseda. Even if I was going to live in an RV. Because if you, like I said before, if you're gonna pick between Florida and California, and you can afford it, you're paying the same, like if people live in an RV or a camper van or something like that. It's not gonna cost them really that much more to do this in California, I don't think. As long as you're not near a ton of homeless or something. Yeah. I was getting into like the movie stars, for instance. They don't even go to Florida anymore, really. They don't. Even Miami. They pass up Miami to go to Montauk, New York, even. Kind of an interesting conversation, but they do. So they don't see Florida as the place to go, which is interesting. They don't. Miami Beach, they don't even go anymore. They could even live in the nicest place there if they wanted. They still don't go. So amongst like the movie stars, they're picking Atlanta now over Florida. They're picking Atlanta. I would say if you're wealthy, it's really true. You'd probably go to Atlanta. But as a poor person, I wouldn't recommend Atlanta. But if you're wealthy, it's I'd say better than Miami. But ultimately, I'd say more of them. Uh, I don't know. Just hell, even though South Carolina had some bad neighborhoods that were run down, they had some really good ones too. And you could see a movie being made there. And even the remnants of it looked like something an 80s movie would be filmed. Like Problem Child at a party city somewhere in a dilapidated mall. Like when it wasn't dilapidated, you could see maybe Problem Child being filmed there. In Colombia. Colombia. So you get that, what could have been that, and then you go to the nice years, you see that alive, kind of, still, that kind of feel. Traffic already. The reckless, stupid ass drivers, they don't give a fuck. Hell. Already it's moving. It was a decent cigar. It's been going over an hour. And it's got probably might even go an hour and 25 for this thing. I suspected it was going to be long, but I woke up early enough. So, one life. Joe Carson, haven't seen me in a while. Do you enjoy the cigar content on this channel, Joe? Is that what you look for? Well, I decided to go live because someone saw me in a cigar bar the other day and said, I like your videos. I guess that inspired me to go on this channel again. I haven't been doing reviews for a while. And I got Baccarat right here. It would be a perfect cigar to review as it's a top seller. I just haven't been doing many cigar reviews lately. Okay, good. This is looking like here in the AM. Chilly out, quite chilly. Morgan. Those fucking shysters. Fucking Morgan. Saw it on a bus going by. Fucking their faces. The fucking Morgan brothers or whatever. Crap. They've been in business here for years, showing their faces on pretty much every other fucking billboard. on anymore. I might actually have to relight and rest. See if that burns a bit more. So yeah, someone saw me out in public. That was pretty cool, I thought. So yeah. Anyways, they've watched enough of my videos here on this channel. You know you're a celebrity, kind of, when people walk up to you like, "Hey, I watched your videos here on that channel. You do cigar reviews, and I haven't even done one in a while on here." It's still inspirational to a lot of people. They remember it, you know. Even in other states, I've had people watch it. So I did some of mine when I was in New Hampshire too. Old Tobacco Haven. Truck stop looking cigar place. But they have a nice lounge in the back. People buy cigarettes there. They'll get cigars to go. Cigarettes a lot of the time. Little town. Nothing there. Yet the largest humidor in New England is right there. In a town with 3,000 people. Nothing here. The one plaza has the best humidor in New England. The best walk-in humidor. Go figure. Hey, Greg Kilpatrick, what's going on? And you were telling me earlier about your political leanings or whatever, but you alluded to it earlier. But anyways, yeah. Right here, I got Baccarat, Toro, Torpedo. It's been going an hour and 20 minutes. Hey, you know this is the highest sold cigar, Baccarat? This appeals to a lot of people. I never had one until now. I had one. It was like a cheaper roll of Baccarat. It was a different one. It wasn't the gold or the yellow band. It was like a brown one. $2.99. And this one was $3.99. Very competitive price for this. Cheaper than anywhere to get Baccarat where I happen to stop this week. This is friggin' less than 40 a leave where I went to get this thing. It's amazing with everything getting expensive in Florida. You still find prices like that once in a great while if you look around. You taste it, but it isn't there all the way. It's a regular premium stick, really. With all the smooth flavors people have that one in Oregon, actually. Had that diesel Habano there. When I was somewhere, I reviewed it. Or whatever. I was just talking about the South, though. How movie stars are going to Atlanta over Florida now. I actually alluded to that. They're going to Atlanta over Miami. People even pick resorts up in New York City area over coming to Miami. They don't even go to Miami anymore. In the 80s, it was supposed to be the spot where people were going to go next to Hollywood, but didn't work out that way. They had Miami Vice, they had all that stuff back in the day there, but it faded out with certain people. It did. The only people coming here now are in conservatives that are actually leaving their states on the West Coast to come here. So where you live, they're not migrating here. They might have their views, but they're still not really migrating here. You know, it's more of the people with more money that are coming here. They're crowding up the roads. It's creating a different kind of crisis. So conservative states can create crises too, with availability of lack of and all that. That's my main problem I'm complaining about, really. And the people who've lived here, whether they're swing state people or whatever stuff, are being voted out. And all that. Like South Carolina is similar to Florida, but it's quiet, but it's similar. I would say Florida and South Carolina are the two main hotbeds for people coming from other states with conservative views that are mass migrating. They're just doing it more here because the population's big. But for their small population in South Carolina, they're not going to handle it. That's the thing. Alabama, they're not really going to. It's pretty much the same population that's always been there. So that's not too big a deal. You're looking to move to Spring Hill. Really? Wow. You actually, that's north. That's quite north. Kind of going near Hernando, actually. I'd say the best place is Palm Harbor, honestly. That cigar obsession guy lives over there by Palm Harbor. He's like one town away. It's a Pasco. I met him before a long time ago. I went to a cigar event in Pinellas, and he was there. He was actually there. We're talking 5 years ago. We're talking a while. Talking a while. When I started this channel is when that was. I think I even have that video on this channel when I went there too. Google search Blanco cigar review on this channel. It's more than likely going to be the one. But yeah, South Carolina now has a lot of development. For a small state, it does. And the influx that they have, they can't handle it. And Florida's too big. And then you get everyone coming to Florida. It's like, kind of like they're creating those so-called blue state problems that they left, and they're mass populating it here, and then it's going to be blue eventually. A ways from now. I'm talking a long time. But I have to have like a Ronald Reagan situation probably. About September, early September. About ready to go now, ready to bolt at this point. There's nothing available. Nothing's available to rent, really. There's a crisis over here. When I first came back, it didn't look as bad. I saw it was expensive, but so was South Carolina, dude. So was South Carolina. Wasn't that much cheaper. I figured, hey, I'd come down here. There's more to do at least. But now I'm kind of tired of it. You know, traffic everywhere. assholes driving. People's attitudes have gotten worse. It's got to the point now I can get into an argument at the grocery store with somebody. Like yesterday. Um, so, anyways, yeah. Burned relatively even. Fixed itself. I thought I'd have to light it up this time, like relight it, but it kind of fixed itself for the most part. Wait a minute. Hold on one sec. I know the thing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now that you're watching, wait. Wait. I think I'm going to use it. Hold on a sec. I still have it in my stuff. Still have it. Okay. Sometimes the sharp end can dig it up. You gotta kind of be careful. But I could use it now, actually, for still all good. Yes, it was. Torpedo, Baccarat. Are you looking it up? Yeah. Yeah. It's a medium. That's it. Kind of like national brand. Yeah, it's about that here. About the same, actually. And when the hot 3 weeks during that time, caught a bad plate. It was a cold snap, actually. It was dirt. Now it's evening out. It's correcting itself. It corrects itself. I have to say, I don't have to relight it again and again. I'd rate it highly decent. Same flavor profile, though no major changes even coming out. Sometimes when I get down to the nub, I'll taste a few different flavors I didn't taste throughout it. Pretty much the same though. A chocolatey, coffee, and the sweet potato taste is kind of leaving. The sweetness is leaving at this point, actually. The sweet tip, I don't really taste it. It's gone. It's totally gone right now. So it disappears. It doesn't stay sweet the whole time like a Drew Estate does. And I see the appeal why people do get these. I see it. I do. Is the ash ready to go? Not yet. The ash hanging on. Right there. Hmm. Whatever's left, I'll just put it in my tobacco. Stuff I smoke in the pipes, just leftover cigars. All right, you two. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in. All right. Right there. I'm breaking it off. Hell. I think it's done. We're just about. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go out. So that took me about, wow, an hour and 33 minutes at least. That was a good stick. Lasted a while too. Jeez. So I'm gonna shut it off. It's been a good stream. I think it's been good. I'll talk to you all later. What's this? Newman cigars? No, not lately. No, I haven't been. I've not been smoking a lot of those. Newman JC, no, no. I got two left. Right here. I got a hand rolled. Look at that design. With the candela wrapper right there on the foot and right there. The lines. And the perfect smoke. They call this the perfect smoke. Right here. The perfect smoke. This is a very high-end quality tasting stick. I like smoking right where I bought that. I bought enough of those $1.99. Actually, they're not refilling as fast. So, and I had a half crack on the foot. That's something that I played before smoking it. So I pretty much bought up. So I got one left. When I went there last, about ridiculous. They had some closed foot hand rolled ones. They might have had an imperfection or two, but some of them were perfect look. And they had close fit on some of them. When I was talking, I think it'd be maybe like a Christoph, maybe a little less aged, but maybe like a Christoph or something. Oh, get some of those hand rolled. Some of maybe they chose to put in there, and then others cracked, and others don't look so bad, you know. So but it might have taken me an hour. It's still it's 28 right there. All right, I'm gonna go cutting the stream. I'll talk to you all later.